Hey, what's up, everybody? You are tuned into episode 105 of the Trust and Believe NOMADCAST. I'm your host, Mr. Anderson, coming to you directly on a Monday Mental Combat, 16 May 2022. Got a great show lined up today. We're going to ask the question about Peloton. We're all familiar with Peloton. Is the ride over? Studies suggest the ride may be over real soon. Stay tuned, stay locked. See you after the break. Trust and believe. Welcome back. So the main theme of the story, I'm talking about Peloton. We're all familiar with Peloton. And the reason I mentioned Peloton, I want to have this show about Peloton because this is the springtime. We're all trying to get our beach bodies together. Let me say that again.
We are all trying to get our beach bodies together.
Right? We want to make sure we look great, not only for ourselves, but for our spouses and what have you, right? So I was thinking about Peloton and just doing some research on them, looking at the numbers. The numbers right now compared to the pandemic, I mean, it looks pretty bad. So I definitely want to dive into that. And I'm just asking the basic question. Peloton, is the ride over? And I broke it down into categories again. We're going to talk about the beginning, the current state, and what the future holds as it relates to Peloton. So let's go ahead and get started, and we'll talk about the beginning of Peloton. Just a few nuggets, a few bullet points for each topic, okay? So let's talk about Peloton, the beginning. Peloton began in 2011 and announced and sold its first bike on a website Kickstarter in 2013 for $1,500. Peloton's first stationary bike was released in 2014. Peloton sales surged to 172% during the pandemic as more people were at home. However, an increase in demand resulted in long production and delivery times. So you're looking at the beginning of Peloton and just touched on it. They came from humble beginnings. They had the CEO, right? Started this brand. A lot of people wasn't really vested in this brand. A lot of people didn't want to invest in this brand because, hey, it's just another bike. We got a lot of bikes, so on and so forth. But I think it's one of those deals where it's like, okay, there's so many loaves of bread at the store. Do you want to invent or create or market another bread? Sometimes variety is more. Sometimes diversity is great. Maybe their bikes were different. Let's go ahead and transition to the current state of Peloton. Peloton's plummets while Planet Fitness cruises. According to Front Office Sports, Peloton has net losses widening to $757 million. Revenue was $964 million versus the $972 million that was expected. Now you look at it, you look at profit. You know, you're manufacturing, you have people working for you, the staff, executive leadership, executive staff, workers, people that manufacture the bikes. You have to pull in a profit, but a lot of times, even if a company makes profit, they still won't break even, right? And I think that's what was happening with Peloton. They made all this money, but they still need money to continue to operate. Oh, by the way, people are not buying your equipment anymore. So it's a sad state of affairs. In their current state, what do? I'm no stock market guy. I'm no financial analyst, but I'm just a regular guy reading the tea leaves. People going back to the gyms. People are not working out at homes anymore. So what do? How do we penetrate that market? Well, we can try to, engage with people that's working from home. How do we improve? You got to improve the hardware. The CEO was talking about it and actually quoted him on some of these future notes I have here. But Peloton is reaching a point where it should be epic concerns right now. If you're if you're part of the executive leadership at Peloton, you probably should be worried. They just changed CEOs. The infrastructure has to be replaced, or you have to be re-energized. I think the philosophy is dormant. Again, the main thing is you're building a product. you're marketing a product based on people buying your product, based on people consuming your product. And if people are not at home working out like you intended, because fell in love with these pandemic numbers. All were going through the roof. I just read it. Their market share was like 172%. That's huge. They was living off the pandemic, thinking this was the new wave, if you will. This is what the young folks say. It's the new wave. And you thought that was going to sustain over time. The pandemic, I'm not saying it's over. And I want to be very respectful when I say that. The pandemic, I don't know if it's over. I don't think it's reaching the numbers that it reached 2020, 2021. From an exercise standpoint, you can't rely on that no more because folks are going back to work. People are tired of being at home. They're cooped up. They're working out outside. They're going to the gyms. They're tired of looking in their offices. They don't want to be in the garage working out. Again, that's why I stated, and I continue to state, you have to learn to pivot and shift and market the people that's at home. The business owners, the people that don't have time to go to Planet Fitness, the people that don't have time to go to Lifetime Fitness, the people that don't have time to go to 24-hour fitness, right? That is who you should market. Now, you continue to market everybody else, but again, Planet Fitness is smacking you in the face. All these other fitness places are smacking you in the face because people want to be around people. They don't want to ride the bike. I think the bike is fully functional. But again, you have to reinvest in people, penetrate that market for folks that's at home. That's probably the only way you're going to make it, unless you start, building other products or whatever. But that's the only way you're going to do it. In my personal opinion, I'm no expert. I'm just talking as a consumer. All right, let's go ahead and talk about the future of Peloton. The new CEO, Barry McCarthy, stated, "Turnarounds are hard work. It's intellectually challenging, emotionally draining, physically exhausting, and all-consuming. It has proven difficult to stand up to Planet Fitness, Lifetime Fitness, when their respective profits are increasing and people are headed back to gyms. Peloton has taken out loans to stay afloat. However, they are burning through the cash they were loaned. The CEO wants to shift future focus to hardware to improve the hardware, attempt to penetrate the work from home market. Many employees are staying home to work as well as home business owners." And that's what I was saying. Those are the people. I don't want to keep beating that drum, but those are the people you need to cater to. Those are the people you need to market. Again, I'm no expert. I'm just, as a consumer, as I stated, I'm just a consumer just like you guys. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and close this episode out. These are my closing remarks. Kind of quick episode today. And, this is Monday Mental Combat, and I thought this actually fit into the Monday Mental Combat stratosphere, if you will, to the Monday Mental Combat ecosystem. Reason being, exercising. What controls the body, the mind, right? Is mental. Oh, I got to get on this bike. Oh, I got to go to work. Oh, I got to go to the gym. I got to make the conscious decision to do something involving my body, to involve my physical state. So it all plays mental. It's not just the mental awareness, the mental health and everything. All this plays a role. And you think about people that's running Peloton, they probably mentally drained right now. I just read it, the CEO stated, emotionally draining, physically exhausting. That's all part of mental health, which means it's all part of Monday Mental Combat. Thank you guys for tuning in today. Have a great day. Have an even better day today than you had yesterday. All praises due. Godspeed. See y'all tomorrow.